Tell me about the specifics of your injury.
Like what?
What specifically, what were the specific injuries to your brain and your skull? Remember?
I had a bunch of fractures. I was deaf in this ear for a while. I don't remember how long. Now I've got 90% of the hearing back. I've got ringing in this ear, just constant. It's just there. It's annoying, but it's nothing I can really do about it unless they, I guess, cut the cord in there. I lost all sense of smell. I cannot smell a thing. So the wife doesn't shower but once a month now. So we save money on the water bill. As far as brain damages, you'll have to ask her. I don't understand, and I don't know I mean, it just, my brain bounced around, and when I got out of the hospital, I sat down and asked her what happened. She went over the list of issues, and after like the 7th or 8th, I just said, enough.
Now, what you described to me when you were first telling us is that you had, your heart had stopped. You were essentially almost dead. They were able to get your heart beating again.
Mm-hmm.
And then after your heart started to beat, you were actually conscious again, but confused and agitated. Is that right?
Yeah, in and out of consciousness. They knew they were going to cut everything off of me, and my skates were real expensive, and so the people who were surrounding me said, let's try and save his ice skates. So they tried to get them off of my feet, and I came to, and I guess I started flailing and, get off of me, let go of me, and then I passed out again, I guess, and they got the skates off. So when I got home from the hospital, all of my equipment is cut off, is shredded, underwear, sock, everything, and it's like the skates are in perfect shape. I didn't understand why or how, and then they've all come to the house and explained what had happened.
After they got on, you passed out, you stayed out, and you were in a coma when you got to the hospital?
No, I was in and out of consciousness. When my wife finally got word that I was taken to the hospital, my friend said to Lori that, my friend said to my wife that he's been in an accident, and she thought he was joking, that I was playing around because I was late for dinner and with her and her dad, no, this is no joke, I'm sorry. And she's in medicine, so she asked, was he flown or was he driven to the hospital? And my friend lied to her, knowing that I got flown, knowing how bad it was. He didn't want her to get into an accident driving 200 miles an hour to the hospital. So he said, I think he was just driven. So she drives to the hospital thinking I twisted my leg or broke a leg or something, and they won't let her see me. And no one will tell her anything, and I guess she was obviously frustrated, and they finally come out and said, listen, we've got 8 people holding him down. He's a big dude, and we're trying to figure out what's wrong. He's had a traumatic brain injury, and he's in and out of consciousness, and we're trying to get brain scans or CAT scans or whatever, and all men on deck, all women on deck are holding me down, trying to get needles in me, get me tied up. I was breaking through whatever they tied me up with, and I was, I guess, an agitated.
They eventually put you in a coma?
No.
They didn't knock you out to put you in the CT scan?
They did. I guess they did knock me out, but I don't think it was a coma. You'll have to ask her what exactly, how they knocked me out or whatever.